Kwame Brown blasts Russell Westbrook for wearing a dress. Even in the renowned liberal city of Los Angeles, there are limits to expressing your individual and eccentricities, according to former NBA player Kwame Brown. Brown, a former player for the Los Angeles Lakers, completely eviscerated current Lakers star Russell Westbrook for recently posing for photos in a dress. The LA native posted the photos for his 17 million followers on Sunday, September 12, 2021. The situation arises just months after the future Hall of Famer Westbrook was traded to the Lakers from the Washington Wizards, and 2 months before the start of the 2021-22 NBA season. Westbrook is expected to be a major component of the Lakers' record-breaking championship aspirations. Brown went off on an expletive-laden tirade regarding Westbrook's dress and sexuality during the latest episode of his Instagram stories. Now, here's a tweet from Popular Grove. But didn't Kwame complain about people speaking on his name, specifically Stephen A, Stacks, and Matt, unprovoked? But now that he's gotten internet fame, he's turning around and doing it to others. LOL, shake my head. See what he got to say.
Players for when they ran by white boys anyway. And I can speak about it, nigga, because when I played, I had to shut my mouth too. There's 2 ways you can go, nigga. You bite the apple and wear them motherfucking dresses like, Russel Westbrook, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't even want to say this nigga name no more. But this ain't this nigga first time in a dress. So I don't know why people so alarmed. This nigga been wearing dresses and weird ass shit. But see, like I told you, LBJ said, your leaders, they'll give them to you. And just because this nigga can jump high and play basketball, not nary nigga, not no geechee nigga, not no nigga I ever was raised up with, gonna be walking around the goddamn streets with a dress on and some motherfucking boots and get my respect and say he heterosexual. Now, if you gay, cool, my cousin gay. I don't give a fuck. I got gay girl, female cousins, male cousins. It don't matter about that. But when you say you a heterosexual male, and that's what you do, nigga, fuck you. And that's my opinion, nigga. So if you wanted my opinion on that, I think these niggas is exposing exactly what I said. These bitch-ass celebrities bite that motherfucking apple. And I never bit no apple. I just shut my mouth. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta shut your mouth or bite that apple. And there's plenty of niggas like me that's just not talking. Cause that weird ass shit they around is weird as fuck. What kind of nigga y'all, what hood y'all, these niggas supposed to be from? Nigga in high heel boots and a mini skirt. Nigga, the fuck wrong with you?
As a top pick in the 2001 NBA draft, Brown is considered one of the greatest busts in league history and kept a low profile during his post-playing life. But he recently stormed back onto the cultural radar when he got tired of being the butt of players' jokes. Brown famously went volcanic in May 2021 on the likes of sports reporter Stephen A. Smith, the former players Steven Jackson, Gilbert Arenas, and Matt Barnes, for continuing to the widespread degradation of his 13-year career. On the matter of Westbrook's decision to wear a dress, Brown went on the offensive and cascading the player, which is quite offensive to some social media users. They accused Brown of blatant hypocrisy. Brown was mad about the sports media kept disrespecting him unprovoked and bringing up his name for no reason. He goes and do the same thing. I don't know about him doing the same thing, but this has to be said. This has to be addressed. Kwame is the definition of the phrase, even a broke clock is right twice a day. Ever since calling the media out on racism and coonery, he has been totally off the mark and should be ignored. Here's something. Y'all was on Kwame Brown, you know what, until he started talking about your favorite player. Yeah, that's how some people act, man. That's how they act when it comes to that. They're all good talking about the truth, but then when you talk about somebody, their favorite player, now they get mad. Now here's what I want to talk about, right? There is an attack on black masculinity. There's an attack on the masculinity of black men. All right. Here's the thing. And I listened to some live streams on this. Where's Tom Brady wearing a dress? Okay. Where are any of the top, NFL players, sports athletes, white, wearing a dress? I just want to know. Okay. But when it comes to black people, we always got to wear that dress. Not we. I'll never wear no damn dress. But you see, that's how it is. I mean, even look at it back in the day, right? With this is some old TV sitcoms. Doogie Howser, right? Doogie Howser was a young 16-year-old white doctor, sophisticated, suave, never wore a dress. But Family Matters, Steve Urkel, all of a sudden he had to wear a dress. And the actor who played Steve Urkel, when he wore the dress, he had a breakdown. He talked about how he had a breakdown. Why is it that the black man always got to emasculate himself on social media, emasculate himself in Hollywood? Just think about that. Steve Urkel, black teen, got to wear a dress. Doogie Howser, white teen, sophisticated, is a doctor. Never see him in no dress. The black man always has to be effeminate in social media. Look at Dwayne Wade painting his toenails red. Looking effeminate. Looking emasculated. That's accepted. I remember I talked about that on a Facebook group. I got kicked out, a black Facebook group. I don't care. But it was the truth, I spoke the truth. Because that's how it is. In Hollywood, there's an agenda to emasculate the black man. Look at Malik Yoba talking about he was a puppet. Okay? Talking about how black men should like Transformers. How he likes Transformers and black men should like Transformers. But you see how that went left real quick because they found out that he was having sex with an underage Transformer. And they all came after him. Strange thing, though, with the Transformers, they do the same thing. Even advocating for it among their own ranks. Okay. Look into the story of Desmond the Amazing. You'll find out what I'm talking about. Okay. You even look into what I talked about with Lil Nas X and it's emasculating stuff, and then they want to bring that to kids. He's not a role model. Yeah, I get that. But he's still an influencer. And there's a market for kids. Look at Lil Nas X. His market is kids. All right. And a lot of people don't want to look into that. They just want to accept that, especially in the black community. It's a very low vibration, very low IQ community. Very few who have the IQ to see this. And when they step up and say something about it, they're shot down by the community because they just want to be accepted. In the black community, the majority of us has a high school mindset. They never graduated high school mentally. And the ones that are able to stand up against this mess, looked upon as freaks, weirdos, squares, coons. But they're seeing what's going on. They see the truth. All right. And that's the thing. That's the issue here. That is not being addressed. And probably won't be addressed. But this is why you got creeps and weirdos in the black community okay with this stuff. That's why you got African Bambaataa going around raping kids, and now there's a lawsuit against him now. Because you have predators in the community that hide behind this stuff, wearing a dress. I'm not saying Russel Westbrook is part of that. He's not. But wearing dresses and stuff, you're helping the agenda along. That's not what's registering in a lot of people's brains. And with the left, you with this type of elite crap. Unfortunately, a lot of people will ignore this message and think of it as it's just lame. Really. That's what they'll think. Nothing here, even though you got people talking about this and, it's serious. It is a serious problem. But in the black community, it's about showing out and trying to look cool. That's about it. It's not about actual, substance sometimes and actually looking for a legit change because they want to be cool. If there's money involved, especially, they want to be cool. That's what it's like. You have to have swag in the black community to be heard. The reality is that sometimes telling the truth is not going to be popular. That's not something that's hip at times. And that's the thing, in the black community, sometimes, in modern society, people don't want to graduate high school. They want to live in this constant runway show. There's always the cool kids. There's always And that right there, the cool kids, the jocks and everything, that's really brainwashing. Social engineering. If you think about it, though, most of these, black sitcoms, and very few that are white sitcoms, the man is a total simpleton, and he wears dresses. And he's looked upon as a doofus. And the woman's more masculine and in control. Just look at these sitcoms. Just do some research. Look into the sitcoms back in the day. And you see how we ended up here. Just to let you know. Just to see how we ended up here. Just do your research. Look into like Family Matters. Steve Urkel. Look at Doogie Howser. Look at Family Ties versus other black family sitcoms. Look how it is. You see for yourself. You see the racism there. And the social engineering. That's all I got for now. Okay. On to the next one. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, people.